First Man, one of the big films of the week.
Yeah, and I'll say straight out, I really, really liked it. It's La La Land director Damien Chazelle and his leading man Ryan Gosling, telling the story of Neil Armstrong's, epochal moon landing. And the first thing to say about it is the picture of space exploration is not the kind of elegant dance of a Stanley Kubrick 2001. This is a nuts and bolts and rivets affair in which we are made very, very aware of the fact that these are basically people trying to do things in flying tin cans, that danger and death lurks at every corner. Here's a clip in which we see our hero attempting to try out a prototype lunar module. Here we go.
10,000 feet, switching to lunar mode. Final landing approach.
You're too low. Climb.
Control is degrading.
Slow your rate. Do your read. Neil.
I've just winced all the way through that.
All the way through.
And on a very big screen, that would look terrific.
And the whole film attempts you to put you in the position of the pilots, the astronauts, seeing the stuff rushing by from inside a tin can or from, in that particular case, from that module. So on the one hand, it is a very sort of practically involving film about the nature of space travel. And obviously, it owes a debt to the right stuff, which is about test pilots and kind of brings it up to the same point. However, in the same way that Jaws isn't a film about a shark, this isn't really a film about a moon landing. It is a film about grief and loneliness. Our central character of Neil Armstrong is almost pathologically introverted and unable to express his emotions. And the way the film tells the story is he is basically living in the shadow of loss. He has lost his young daughter. When the time comes to speak to his sons, he has to be forced into speaking to them by his wife brilliantly played by Claire Foy. And it's almost as if what he's doing is he's looking toward outer space to look toward inner space. He's trying to find redemption. At the very beginning, we see him almost flipping a test plane out of the Earth's atmosphere. And the suggestion is that he's a danger to himself because he's haunted by grief. And what the film does is take this very practical space travel story, but turn it into a kind of metaphysical journey.
And a story you think you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's so interesting, yeah.
Yeah, in which everybody has kind of archetypal, memories of the images that came back from the moon. I thought it was really beautifully done. I think that Gosling's performance is terrific because it is so insular. We need Claire Foy there to lead us into the emotional world. Otherwise, it would be kind of alienating. It's shot very interestingly. They used 16mm for the intimate stuff. They used 35mm for the sort of NASA industrial stuff. Then it goes to horizontal 65 IMAX for the moon sequences. So the film kind of evolves as the story evolves. The score uses a theremin, which is a kind of electronic instrument that was famously used in the 1950s science fiction films. Bernard Herrmann used it the day the Earth stood still. But it's this lonely sound, and loneliness is the key to it. If you go expecting kind of slam-bam action movie, you're not going to get that, although you will get the stuff of being in the spaceship and really encountering that danger.
Terrific.
And superb use of silence. I think you'll really like it.
No, I'm genuinely looking forward
to
it. I'm looking forward to it massively. Unlike your second choice, which, in fact...